Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, an absolute treat for you here. 2 championships in one. We have got the 5 Nations BRX Swifts, and we've got the BTRDA Production class as well. And well, we have even more of a treat. We have Tom Brooks, who used to be the commentator for BRX, and we have his dad on the grid as well. His dad's in the middle, and Tom Brooks on the right-hand side of your screens in P3. On pole position, it is Alex Fletcher. We are off, and we are indeed running. We have green light racing down towards Talladega, and I tell you what, Chris Cake has made a hell of a move. It looks like Chris Cake is actually driving Phoebe Cake's car. Down towards turn number 1, we'll go through Talladega, around the outside for Tom Brooks. Can he make it sticky? Unfortunately, cannot. The battle of the Civics. Ooh, Brooks nearly getting it all wrong there. What a recovery that was. As we head then through, for the first time, the Devil's Elbow. Everybody in pretty good formation. No one's making a big mistake as of yet. There's Neil Brooks then, Tom Brooks' father. So not only are they battling for the race victory, but they're battling for family honours. As we come through the North Bend for the very first time, we've got also Will Ovenden catching up to the back then of the production class as we come down towards the paddock bend. Oh, there's a red flag, that's late. Oh, wow, that could have been really bad. Tom there not seeing that quickly. And that is why we have a red flag then. So the number 66 there, Scott Parker, with a front right facing the wrong way. You can say he's very unhappy, gutted for him. But the front right not facing the right direction. So it looks like we're gonna have a restart. Right, restart time then. Pole position for Alex Fletcher. Neil Brooks in second, Tom Brooks in third. Dan Griffiths, Martin Peters and Richard Maroney make up your production class final as we see Peters getting across there, Chris Cake's car, and nearly facing the wrong way. Again, the powers of recovery have been absolutely outstanding from this group of drivers. Will Ovenden then trying to go around the outside of Maroney. Cake is across the bonnet there of Peters as well, and unfortunately then the car of Cake will not be able to recover from that position and will be at the back of the grid. Tom Brooks then, in the battle of the Brooks in the family, is leading his dad as it stands. So they're not only battling for the win, they're battling for family honours. And I guess who's going to drive home tonight? As we head around the North Bend, it is still Alex Fletcher in the lead of this race there. The only difference between the last start is, well, there's a move. There's an absolute send down towards the paddock bend. And wow, the father taking on the son. They're side by side as they go through the chicane. And there is absolutely no love lost between them. Brilliantly done there from Neil Brooks. Does get the job done. But Thomas was never going to back out of that. Not in a million years. And unfortunately loses a little bit of time now, and actually under a bit of pressure from Will Ovenden in the first of our Swifts is now making his way through the BTRDA Production Series down towards the Devil's Elbow. And can Brooks make his way up towards Brooks? Can Tom Brooks make his way up towards Neil Brooks? It doesn't look like he can, because Will Ovenden actually does get ahead here up towards the North Bend. I think Tom might be in a little bit of trouble here. Looks like there might be an issue with the car. That is very, very unfortunate. And yet that is going to be race over there for Tom. It was a lovely battle between him and his dad, and I'm sure that they will have a little discussion about that over a nice cold beer later on. But ultimately, Neil Brooks is off to chase down the leader. Will Ovenden, though, in the Swifts, by the way, having a worldie of a race, catching up to the production cars, no problem whatsoever. Ooh, that's a naughty jump there from Alex Fletcher. Hits the front of the car. I think he's going to be okay, but that could have been massive. Could have ripped the bottom of his car out. If he was going any quicker, I would say. Luckily, he is all good. And actually, to be fair, Alex Fletcher's car is the cleanest one out there. Can Neil Brooks catch up, though? Can Neil Brooks find an extra half a second a lap? So there is Dan Griffiths. Ooh, the front bonnet there. Bonnet of that Clio is very much moving around. Ooh, wide there from Dan Griffiths, pushing to the absolute limit. Not able to find any extra time though, unfortunately. Sweeping then through Talladega. I tell you what, Neil Brooks is catching up here for certain. Alex Fletcher under all sorts of pressure. Over the jump we come, and again pushing the boundaries there in the Honda Civic. But look how close now the Renault Clio is as we head then through the Devil's Elbow up towards the North Bend. Who's got the most grunt? There's nothing between these two, battling for the race victory Through the North Bend they come, and now it's down Hairy Hill. Struggling for a bit of traction on the front left there. Definitely a bit of rubbing on the archway. That may cost a load of time in the end to come through the paddock bend. Both of them taking the same line over the start-finish line. Big jump there from Neil Brooks. He's pushing, but it looks like Alex Fletcher may have just found another gear. And there's Will Ovenden. Hold on, Will Ovenden stopped the car there on the right-hand side of your screens. So the leader of the Swift class is now no longer running, which is a big, big shame. So I wonder who's leading the Swift race now. Dan Griffiths has been promoted up into a podium spot. And it'll be very interesting to see who is leading the Swift race. Up towards the North Bend, Fletcher has done everything right thus far. You get a look at the number 70 there. That is Richard Moroney in that Citroen Saxo, the bright yellow Citroen Saxo, almost being lapped. And there is the Joker being taken by Neil Brooks. And I wonder if Neil's decided, you know what? There's an opportunity that the leader's going to catch up to a back marker here and get slowed down. Is that the thinking here from Neil Brooks? That the back marker is going to cost the leader lap time? Dan Griffiths, by the way, flying along. So there we go. There is the back marker. Is Fletcher going to be quick enough to catch up? I think they probably will. So this might have been a moment of genius for Neil Brooks. We are on the last lap, so the Joker will have to be taken by Alex Fletcher this time round. But will he catch up to Moroney and lose time? That realistically is the big question. And it will be into the Joker here. So you know Fletcher's going to be able to go flat out down in towards the Joker. I don't think he's going to lose any time at all, actually. So there we go, Joker taken. And where is Neil Brooks in all of this? Will Alex Fletcher take the victory? He absolutely will. Brooks not quite close enough. Oh, I'll tell you what, he went flat out over the jump at the end there. And there's the number 68. Now Dan Griffiths will take third position. And then a little bit further back, we have got Martin Peters in another Citroen Saxo. We're on board then with Cake in the number 632. Left headlight missing. And then we've got Ienko across the line as well. There's the checkered flag. Wow. We've had red flags, we've had battle of the family, but ultimately the driver that came out on top was Alex Fletcher. Moroney coming down towards the final corner. Oh boy. What a ridiculous race that was. Brilliant stuff from everybody concerned. Great racing. So let's see who was the official race winners. Then, of course, it was Fletcher that wins the production series, and in the Swift, it was Sage.